Assalamualaikum. Dear children, I hope all of you safe and healthy. Last class we discussed about different type of heterotrophic nutrition, that is parasitic nutrition and saprotrophic nutrition. These two types we already discussed. Okay, next two types are symbiotic nutrition or symbiotic relationship and insectivorous plant. So, today we have to discuss about the types of heterotrophic nutrition such as symbiotic relationship and insectivorous plant. And the last topic of our lesson is how the nutrients are replenished in the soil. So, the first two type of heterotrophic nutrition we already discussed. That is parasitic nutrition and saprotrophic nutrition. What is parasitic nutrition? It is a type of nutrition in which organism take food from other organism. Example for parasitic nutrition is Loranthus and Cuscuta. It's a type of nutrition in which organism obtain ready-made food from other organism. Then what do you mean by saprotrophic nutrition? It is a type of nutrition in which the organism obtain nutrients from dead and decaying matter. That is known as saprotrophic nutrition. Example for saprotrophic nutrition is fungus. So, today we have to discuss about the third and fourth type of heterotrophic nutrition, that is symbiotic relationship and insectivorous plant. And our last topic is how the nutrients are replenished in soil.
Some organisms live together and share shelter and nutrients. This is called symbiotic relationship. Here, some plants live together and share shelter and nutrients. Example, lichens. Another example, certain fungi live on the root of tree. So, a relationship in which two organisms mutually benefit from each other is called symbiosis. Example for symbiosis is lichen, which is an association of algae and fungi. Algae manufacture food, fungi provide water and minerals along with shelter to the algae. Symbiosis is the combination of two Greek words, sym and biosis. Sym means with and biosis means living, which means living together. In symbiosis or mutualism, two different types of organisms live and work together for their mutual benefit from each other. They share shelter and nutrients. Example, lichens. Lichens are the composite organisms composed of fungus and alga. Fungus is a saprophyte and alga is an autotroph. The fungus supplies water and minerals to the cells of the algae, while the algae supplies food prepared by photosynthesis. Lichens are the example for symbiotic relationship. Here, lichens are the association of algae and fungi. They live together. Fungus provide shelter and water and minerals to the algae, and in return, the algae provide food which it prepares by photosynthesis. This type of nutrition is called symbiotic nutrition. Another example of symbiotic nutrition is certain fungi live on the roots of tree. Here, the tree provide nutrients and shelter to the fungus, and the fungus help the tree to absorb water and minerals from the soil. So, this is another example for symbiotic relationship. Certain fungi live on the roots of tree. The tree provide nutrients and shelter to the fungus, and the fungus help the tree to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Insectivorous plant. There are few plants which can trap insect and digest them. Such plants may be green or some other color. These plants are called insectivorous plant. So, there are few plants which can trap insect and digest them. Such plants may be green or some other color. These plants are called insectivorous plant. Example, pitcher plant, otherwise known as Nepenthes. In this plant, the part of leaf is modified into a flask-shaped structure called pitcher. See this figure. This plant, the part of leaf is modified into a flask-shaped structure called pitcher. The pitcher consists of a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. A pitcher consists of lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Inside the pitcher there are hair which are directed downwards. When an insect lands in the pitcher, the lid closes and the trapped insect gets entangled into the hair. The insect is digested by the digestive juice secreted by the pitcher. So, pitcher plant is the example of an insectivorous plant. In pitcher plant, the leaf is modified to form a pitcher-like structure. The bright color of the pitcher make it very attractive to the insect. Inside the pitcher, there are several hair-like structures. These hairs direct downwards. When an insect sits on the pitcher of the plant, the lid closes and the insect gets trapped inside the pitcher. The insect is then digested by the enzymes secreted by the cells of the plant. See some other insectivorous plant. You can see this figure how the insect is trapped by the plant. Now, let us discuss about the cause of eating of insect by plant. The soil of marshy land is deficient in nitrogen. Plants living in marshy areas do not get nitrogen from the soil. Their nitrogen need is fulfilled by sucking the juice of insect. Venus flytrap, Utricularia, Drosera, and Rafflesia are the other examples of insectivorous plants. So, the soil of marshy land is deficient in nitrogen and the plant living in marshy areas do not get nitrogen from the soil. Their nitrogen need is fulfilled by sucking the juice of an insect. Venus flytrap, Utricularia, Drosera, and Rafflesia are other examples of insectivorous plants. See, this is Venus flytrap. It is an insectivorous plant. You can observe now how the plant is trap the insect. This is another insectivorous plant, that is Utricularia. The next insectivorous plant, that is Drosera. You know, the largest flower in the world? That is Rafflesia. And Rafflesia is also an insectivorous plant. They can trap insect to fulfill their nitrogen requirements. So, the insectivorous plants are plants which feed on insect. Example, pitcher plant. The leaf of the pitcher plant is modified into a pitcher. The end of pitcher has a lid which can open and close. When the insect enters the pitcher, the lid closes. The insect is then digested by the digestive juices inside the pitcher. The last topic of this lesson is how nutrients are replenished in the soil. Plants absorb nutrients from the soil, so the nutrients in soil decreases. Farmers add manures and fertilizers to the soil to increase the nutrients in the soil. The bacterium called rhizobium, which lives in the roots of leguminous plants like grams, peas, beans, etc., convert nitrogen from the air into soluble form in the soil and make the soil rich in nitrogen. In return, the plant provide food and shelter to the bacteria, so they have a symbiotic relationship. Some fungus live in the roots of plant. Roots of plant provide shelter and food to the fungus, while fungus provide important nutrients to the plant. Because of continuous farming, nutrients keep declining in the soil. Hence, to replenish those nutrients, fertilizers are added to the soil. Plants require a lot of nitrogen to grow and to be healthy. Although a lot of nitrogen is available in the atmosphere, but plants cannot absorb nitrogen in the gaseous form. There is a bacterium called rhizobium which lives in the root nodule of legumes such as gram, mung, etc. These bacteria can absorb nitrogen from the atmosphere and make it available for the plants. Rhizobium cannot make its food, hence, it provides nitrogen to the legumes and in return, legumes provide them food and shelter. This is an example of symbiotic relationship. This has a great importance for farmers. Fields in which leguminous plants are grown from time to time do not need addition of nitrogen fertilizers. So, how nutrients are replenished in soil? Farmers adding different types of manures and fertilizers to the soil to increase the nutrients in the soil. The bacterium called rhizobium which lives in the roots of leguminous plant like grams, peas, beans, etc. What do you mean by leguminous plant? Leguminous plants are pulses like gram, peas, beans, etc. And the root nodule of this plant consists of this bacteria, that is rhizobium. This rhizobium convert nitrogen from the air into soluble form in the soil and make the soil rich in nitrogen, and the plant fulfill their nitrogen requirements. See, these are root nodules. What do you mean by root nodule? Root nodule means some bulgings are present on the root. Inside this bulging, that means inside this nodule, the bacteria is present, that is rhizobium. This rhizobium can convert the atmospheric gaseous form of nitrogen into usable form of nitrogen to the plant. So, we can conclude. Today, we discussed symbiotic relationship, insectivorous plant, and how nutrients are replenished in soil. What is symbiotic relationship? Some organisms live together and share their shelter and nutrients is called symbiotic relationship. Which are the example of symbiotic relationship? First one is lichens and second one is fungus and root of plants. In the case of lichen, the algae and fungus live together and share their shelter and nutrients. Insectivorous plant. Which are insectivorous plant? The plants that trap and digest the insect are called insectivorous plant. Example for insectivorous plants are pitcher plant, Drosera, Venus flytrap, Rafflesia, etc. How the nutrients are replenished in soil? Usually, the farmers adding manures and fertilizers time to time to the soil increase the nutrient in the soil. And some bacteria called a rhizobium which lives in the root nodule of leguminous plant, they can convert the nitrogen from the air into soluble form. Hence, the nutrients are replenished in the soil.